Welcome everyone to the ultimate Power BI course for healthcare analytics from beginner concept to real world healthcare visualization. I'm so excited about this course because this is something that I've always wanted to do for the longest time. Now let's dive right into it. In this course, it's going to be several modules, and in this module, I'm just going to be talking about what this course is all about. First of all, but before we go into like the details of this course, let me give you a little bit background about myself. My name is Jaiyeola, and people fondly call me Jjay. Some people also call me Joe. Anyone is fine with me. By education, I do have a PhD in applied demography, and people often ask me what that meant, and I tell them basically it means public health plus data science. And when it comes to profession, I like to call myself a research data scientist because I bring the blend of research, also like data science principle into like my approach as I, explore data and, give stakeholders their solution. From experience, most of my work experience has been related to the healthcare sector, and I'm very like interested in like healthcare data analytics, and that's why I'm creating this course. And one of the things I've noticed about like several Power BI courses out there is that they'll probably use like finance or sales data, which might not give you context specific about like how do you apply Power BI or visualization using healthcare context. And this course is not just about like, how to do visualization or how to use this tool. It goes into details about like the techniques, like the thinking process and what would look like, from a beginner's perspective. One of that thing you also need to know about this course is that so the data here is going to be healthcare focused. We're going to be talking about like some domain knowledge, and you could also do further like research to understand like, oh, what does the healthcare data looks like. We'll also understand the how, the why, like so you will not just like, so this is I'm doing a bar chart, I'm doing a pie chart. Why am I doing those things? So it's also going to be like project based, right? So we're going to focus on projects from like the module three. We're going to start working on projects, and you're also going to get to see my thinking process. The fact that I'm also like a research scientist, you'll get to see not just from a data analyst perspective, like how do we think about data? What are the questions? What are the hypotheses? So this is going to be one of the very best course that you're going to see out there regarding Power BI or even regarding like healthcare visualization. Just to go a little bit more specific, we are going to be having 10 modules. Module one is going to talk about introduction to Power BI and use cases. We started already. We're going to talking about to install Power BI, and module two we talk about data project and analysis. So yeah, we're going to learn about like how do we plan our analysis. So a good data analyst or a good data scientist doesn't just jump into analysis. You first of all would have to understand why. You need to know what you're doing. You need to know the problem statement. Then we'll go into data loading and exploration. So data in the real world is not clean. It's messy. It's raw. So you need to think about what are the various data cleaning approach, what are our options, what are the pros and cons, the trade-offs for whatever approach you're going to be using. So this course is very comprehensive. In module 4, we'll move on to learn about data cleaning with Power Query. In case you don't know what Power Query is, don't worry, you're going to learn about that in this particular video. Module 5 will go about data modeling for the project. Don't allow all of these terms scare you. Data modeling is just one of those terms we use as data analysts. We're going to learn about DAX. We're also going to know what that means. Also, we're going to be creating some DAX measures, and also even learn about how to use LLM models to be able to come up with your own DAX queries and to be able to be sure that okay, whatever you created, but your DAX is correct, and also how to validate all of those DAX. We'll be building like project visualization, so you'll be able to think about how do the visuals you've seen out there, how do they come about, right? So we start with like the basic something. It doesn't come up like very clean. It comes up like quite dirty, right? Then we'll move on to like the dashboard design and optimization. How do we make it clean, user friendly, all of the coloring palettes and all of that. So we'll then talk about how do you publish and share your project, how do you present it, then we'll have like a capstone project for you at the end of this analysis. And that's one of the things you're going to learn in this video. So at the end, there'll be portfolio ready Power BI project for you that you would have worked. I would advise you not just to watch this video, make sure you'd also practice along so that you'll be able to do this by yourself. You could also step outside these videos and practice some things. You would also understand healthcare data analytics, and you would also have a clear business story on how like basically concept about like healthcare data. You also be job ready confidence. And in the next video, I'm going to be talking about what is Power BI like and what Power BI is not. And see you in the next video. Stay tuned. Ciao.